On to this hypnosis audio session. I am Levi with Sacred Path Hypnotherapy. This hypnosis audio session is designed for relaxation and personal development. This audio is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. So if you have a pre-existing medical condition or are under the care of a healthcare professional, consult with them prior to using this audio. For your safety, refrain from using this audio while operating machinery, driving, or engaging in activities requiring your full attention. Find a quiet, secure space, either seated or lying down, and be aware that individual experiences with hypnosis may vary, and your experience will be right for you. This audio is intended for adults only. Supervision is recommended for individuals under 18. By proceeding, you acknowledge and agree to these terms, and if you have any concerns, consult a healthcare professional before continuing. You're ready to go into hypnosis today? You found that nice, comfortable place, and you're in an area free of distractions. So let's begin by saying out loud 3 things that you can see. Three things you can feel. 3 things you can hear. That's right, 2 things you can see. 2 things you can feel. 2 things you can hear. Very good. 1 thing you can see. 1 thing you can feel. 1 thing you can hear. Very good. Now close your eyes and imagine a beautiful place for you now. Beautiful, quiet, peaceful place in your mind. And in this place, tell me 3 things you can see. 3 things you can feel. 3 things you can hear. 2 things you can see. 2 things you can feel. 2 things that you can hear. Very good. 1 thing you can see. 1 thing you can feel. 1 thing you can hear. That's right. In this moment, it's like time itself no longer exists. No past, no future, because there is only now. No time like the present, and it is a wonderful present. A gift to be fully in the moment now. A moment like no other. And if by chance there's any feelings, images, thoughts, emotions, or sensations that are preventing you from being fully in the moment, right here, right now, I'm going to count from 10 down to 1, and when I reach the count of 1, all of those feelings, images, thoughts, emotions, or sensations will have floated away, faded away, drifted away. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. In a moment, we are going to bring our awareness to various parts of our body, one at a time, and I want you to just be present with that part for a moment. And some parts we may not be able to feel. In that case, just imagine, or perhaps get a sense of being able to feel that part of your body. And if that part has any blockages, just let those blockages fade away and drift away. So let's start with our lungs. And just take a nice, big, deep letting go breath. And as we breathe, we can imagine the boundaries of the lungs. And just bring that awareness to the lungs as you take another nice, deep breath. And you can imagine the space that the lungs occupy, where the lungs end and your body begins, where your body begins and your lungs end. Just being present with the lungs for a moment. And just imagine now the lungs functioning perfectly and in the highest way, responsible for bringing in fresh new oxygen and expelling carbon dioxide, supporting the respiratory system. Let's move on to your heart now. And some people like to connect with their heart by just bringing their hands and placing them gently on their chest, feeling the beat of the heart. So just bring more awareness to the heart, the space the heart occupies as it beats. Just being fully present with the heart for a moment, listening to each and every beat. And just imagine now the heart functioning perfectly and in the highest way as your heart pumps blood throughout your entire body, delivering fresh oxygen and nutrients to every organ and every tissue. Now let's move your attention to your brain, the mind, and taking a moment just to bring that awareness to the brain, the space the brain occupies, where the brain ends and the world begins, where the world ends and the brain begins. Being present with the brain for a moment, and just imagine now the brain functioning perfectly and in the highest way, responsible for all your cognitive functions, thinking, learning, memory, coordination, and body movements. So just take a few moments now to be present with your mind. And bring your awareness to your liver now. Become aware of how your liver feels, the space that it occupies, and just being present with the liver for a moment. Just imagine the liver functioning perfectly and in the highest way, responsible for processing nutrients and detoxifying your body. Now move your awareness to your kidneys. As they filter the blood, removing waste and regulating electrolyte balance and blood pressure. Just take a few moments to be present with the kidneys now. Feel the space they occupy. Being present with the kidneys for a moment, and imagining them functioning perfectly and in the highest way. Moving your awareness to your stomach now, bringing your awareness to the space the stomach occupies, and being present with the stomach for a moment now. As you imagine the stomach functioning perfectly and in the highest way, responsible for digesting the food you eat and providing fuel for your body. And we can move our awareness over to our large and small intestines now, as we can become aware as they absorb nutrients and water and electrolytes. Bringing your awareness to your large and small intestines now. And just imagine now, those large and small intestines functioning perfectly and in the highest way, taking a moment to be present with them. Moving on to your pancreas now, bringing awareness to the pancreas, the space it occupies, where it begins and the body ends, where the body ends and the pancreas begins. Being present with the pancreas for a moment, and just imagine the pancreas functioning perfectly and in the highest way, responsible for producing digestive enzymes and hormones and regulating blood sugar. Just taking a moment and being fully present with the pancreas now. Moving on to your spleen now, becoming aware of the functioning of the spleen as it filters blood, removes damaged cells, and plays a role in the functioning of your immune system. Bringing awareness to the spleen now, the space the spleen occupies, imagining the spleen functioning perfectly and in the highest way. Moving your attention onto the gallbladder now. As you bring your awareness over to the space the gallbladder occupies, feeling the boundaries where the gallbladder starts and stops. Just taking a few moments to be present with the gallbladder and imagine now the gallbladder functioning perfectly and in the highest way. Moving your attention on now to the thyroid gland. As you bring your awareness over to the thyroid, becoming aware of the space that the thyroid occupies. Just taking a few moments to be present with the thyroid and imagine it just functioning perfectly and in the highest way as the thyroid regulates metabolism and produces hormones important for growth and development. Taking a few moments now to just be present with the thyroid. Moving your attention over to the adrenal glands now. Bringing awareness to the space the adrenal gland occupies. Being present with the adrenal glands for a moment. Imagining the adrenal glands functioning perfectly and in the highest way as they produce hormones involved in the stress response and regulation of metabolism. Taking a few moments just to be present. Moving your attention on to the pituitary gland as it controls other endocrine glands and regulates various bodily functions. Bringing your awareness to your pituitary gland, the space it occupies, and imagining the pituitary gland functioning perfectly and in the highest way. Moving your attention on to the pineal gland now, which is responsible for producing melatonin, regulating your sleep-wake cycles. Just imagine the space the pineal gland occupies. Being present with the pineal gland for a moment. And just imagine now the pineal gland functioning perfectly and in the highest way. And taking one last moment just to be present in your entire body as each system, your heart, your lungs, your thyroid, all of it is functioning in perfect harmony. Taking a moment just to be present with your entire body. As all the systems in your body function in perfect unison, all working together for your highest good. It's time to come back now. It's time to come back to full awareness once again. So when you've done enough for now, and you'll know when you've done enough for now, just go ahead and open your eyes and feel absolutely brand new. Take your time.